This is the graph which we have studied in the last lecture. Okay, so this is the titration curve for the Fe2 versus C4 plus. Okay, and this is the one electron system. Okay, after this we are starting the theory of redox indicator. Theory of redox indicator. Okay, so as we are studying the redox titration, so now it's necessary to understand what are the redox indicator, what are the redox indicator, and what is the criteria for the selection of redox indicator. Okay, so some organic compounds are capable of oxidation and reduction reaction. Okay, and the color of oxidized form of the indicator in the solution is significantly different than that of the reduced form of that compound in the solution. Okay, and that is the only helpful for us to use that compound as a redox indicator. Okay, and that is very important because that is totally works on the basis of its reduction potential and oxidation potential. How that works, or see that equation we are going to see over here. So as we know the Nernst equation, so similar equation is here. So see, this is the indicator in oxidized form. Okay, as it takes the electron, it undergoes a reduction. This is what the reduced form. So this is oxidized form. It will show any color, okay, but the color of this substance or the reduced form of that substance will be the totally different, and that is significantly different. Means you can distinguish when there was oxidized form in the solution and when there is a formation of reduced form of that substance in the solution. So this is what the potential. Okay, so this is a standard potential. As we know the Nernst equation, EIN, this is IN stands for indicator. E to the base IN is equal to E naught IN minus 0.05916 upon N. N are the number of electrons given or taken, loss or gain. Okay, so log of IN in reduced form and concentration of that substance, that is indicator in oxidized form. So concentration of indicator in reduced form and concentration of indicator in oxidized form. Okay, so for a given redox reaction, E naught IN is always constant. That is a standard potential, so that is constant as like previous. Okay, and EIN, e to the base IN, will depends upon the ratio. Which ratio? See, concentration of indicator in reduced form to the concentration of indicator in oxidized form. The color of indicator in the solution will therefore depends on the ratio. Which ratio? Concentration of indicator in reduced form upon concentration of indicator in oxidized form. So the potential, that is I to the base E to the base IN, as EIN changes, the ratio will change, and so will the color of that indicator will change, or solution will change. So what happened? As in case of acid-base indicator, the color of reduced form will dominate. When the color of reduced form will dominate, then in that case, the ratio of the reduced form of the indicator to the oxidized form of indicator should be greater than or equal to 10 times. Okay, and when the color of oxidized form dominates compared to the reduced form of the indicator, then this ratio should be greater than or equal to 10 times, or you can say this ratio, this is as it is taken, this ratio less than equal to 10, less than equal to 10. Okay, because this is the shown in Nernst equation. So for reduced form to dominate or show its color, the ratio should be greater than equal to 10, and for the oxidized form of the indicator, the ratio should be less than equal to 10. Okay, so substituting this value in above equation, which equation? This equation, what you will get? See, EIN is equal to E naught to the base IN plus minus. Okay, now only symbol will change. Okay, so in case of reduced form dominates, the symbol will be the plus or minus. Okay, or in this case, there means that the symbol should be reversed over here. This sign should be different. Okay, so that we can find it. Okay, that is not the matter of much complication. So E naught I to the base in plus minus 0.05916 upon n. This is what the equation now. This is the equation. Okay. So as we know this value, okay, so we can find out what is the potential over here. Now see, thus a typical redox indicator will exhibit a detectable color, right? As we know that is the two colors that is in the oxidized form and reduced form, they are significantly different from each other, and we can then distinguish which is oxidized form color of indicator and which is reduced form color of indicator. Okay, with many indicator for n is equal to 2, a change of potential 0.0591 V volt is sufficient. The potential at which color transition will occur, that is totally depends upon the standard potential of indicator system. Okay, that is totally depends on standard potential of indicator system. If E to the base in or E naught to the base in is near the equivalence point of the titration, where there is a rapid change in potential in the excess of 0.118 volt, then color change occur at the equivalence point. Okay, color change occurs at the equivalent point. Okay, so hence the transition range of redox indicator must fall within the steep equivalence point. Within the steep equivalence point break of the titration curve. Means where? Don't get confused here. Okay, so steep point मी तुम्हाला ग्राफ जो दाखवला होता ना, असा एकदम वरती गेला होता. हा पोर्शन जो आहे ना, it was like this. So हा जो पोर्शन आहे ना, steep change आहे, drastic change आहे. ह्या पोर्शन मध्ये इंडिकेटरने काय दाखवायचंय, चेंज इन कलर दाखवला पाहिजे, किंवा ह्या पोटेन्शियल चेंज जो होतोय ना, त्या पोटेन्शियल चेंजला ग्राफ वरती त्याने कलर चेंज दाखवला पाहिजे. Okay, and that is very important. Okay, and because that change is very sharp, and during that transition only it must be able to show change in its color. Okay, there are some few of the reagent, okay, or indicator which shows different color. So see, this is oxidized form color and here is reduced form color. So nitrofuran कसा दाखवतो, oxidized form मध्ये pale blue आहे, reduced form मध्ये red होतो, आणि त्याचा ट्रान्झिशन पोटेन्शियल किती असणार आहे, E naught to the base in हे जे आहे किती असणार 1.25. फेरॉइन पेल ब्लू ऑक्सिडाइज फॉर्म मध्ये आहे, रेड रिड्यूस फॉर्म मध्ये आहे, हा आपण बघणार आहोत. देन डायफेनिल अमाइन सल्फोनिक ऍसिड जो आहे तो पर्पल असतो ऑक्सिडाइज फॉर्म मध्ये, इकडे कलरलेस होतो. डायफेनिल अमाइन जो आहे तो व्हायलेट असतो ऑक्सिडाइज फॉर्म, रिड्यूस फॉर्म मध्ये कलरलेस होतो. And these are what their corresponding transition potential. Transition potential म्हणजे कोणतं मी सांगितलं तुम्हाला, हे जे आहे ना असं जो होतो ना पोर्शन ग्राफ वरती, हे जे पोटेन्शियल आहे, दिस इज व्हॉट द ट्रान्झिशन पोटेन्शियल. ओके, जे की वाय ऍक्सिस वरती आपण बघत असतो. आणि इकडे व्हॉल्यूम आहे एक्स ऍक्सिसला. ओके, नाव मिथिल ब्लू इज दॅट, मिथिलिन ब्लू कलरलेस टू ब्लू होतो. And indigo tetrasulfonate is there, that changes from blue to colorless, and these are what the transition potentials. Okay, so this is very important. Now out of these reagents or the indicator, we are going to see the two indicator, okay, which are very common and generally used in chemistry laboratory. Both the indicator you are going to use while doing the practicals. Okay, so you have these redox titrations in the chemistry laboratory, and you need to see this carefully, because whatever you are learning in the theory, that same thing you are trying to learn practically in the chemistry laboratory. Nothing is different over there. Okay, see now some use of diphenylamine and furan as a redox indicator. कोणते दोन बघतोय आपण, see which is there, diphenylamine and furan. Okay, these two are focused here. So diphenylamine and its derivative, what happened? So this is a colorless, initially this is a colorless. If you see here, see where is diphenylamine, here it is colorless in reduced form, but when it is get oxidized it will become violet or purple. Okay, this is a reduced form. So see here, this is a reduced form now, colorless. Okay, when two these molecules are get joined, okay, in the, you see here it is colorless, diphenylamine colorless. Okay, it gives 2 hydrogen and 2 electron. Okay, what happens now, there is a, see this is a colorless form. Now what happened? This electron pair will shift over here. Now this is going to be oxidized form. This electron pair shift here. This electron pair shift over here. This electron pair shift over there. Okay, the resonance you have studied in the S5 BSc, F5 BSc, and 12th standard also, that is there in the F5. See now what happened. Now this is what this hydride is not easily to give out. But what happens? There are the certain condition in which it happens. Okay, remember. हा ऍक्च्युली इथे मला असं वाटतं की फ्री रॅडिकल मेकॅनिझम आहे. जर तुम्ही इथे बघितलं की इलेक्ट्रॉन बाहेर पडतात तर ते फ्री रॅडिकल मेकॅनिझम तुम्हाला लक्षात येणार नाही म्हणून मी अशा पद्धतीने दाखवलेलं आहे. ओके, सो दिस इज द रिड्यूस्ड फॉर्म. इट अंडरगोज ऑक्सिडेशन and it forms this form. बघा आता इथे डबल बॉन्ड आलेला आहे. Here is a double bond, here it's a double bond as we have studied. Here double bond, here double bond. Okay, it gives to again that this is only the resonance form of this structure. Okay, see here two hydrogens are given out and two electrons are given out. Okay, see what happened now. This is when this molecule get connected, two hydrogens and two electrons are given out. Now this is what the dimer, this is the dimer, and it shows the resonance over where the two H plus are given out and two electrons are given out. So this is oxidized form. This is a reduced form. Reduced form is colorless, oxidized form is showing purple or violet color. Okay, and this where this takes place, this is takes place at the transition potential. Where it occurs at this change occurs from here to here, this to this form, it occurs at the transition potential. Okay, so therefore we can use this molecule as an indicator. Okay, so the reaction transforming the diphenylamine to diphenylbenzidine, diphenylamine to diphenylbenzidine, and it is irreversible. Hence the use of the latter instead of diphenylamine eliminates this step and avoids the use of additional titrant. This is what the advantage of using this indicator. Okay, so we need not to use any additional titrant over there to see the change in its color. Okay, so it gives very sharp change in the color when there is a end point. So indicator reaction is transformation of diphenylbenzidine to diphenyl, see here, diphenylbenzidine violet. Okay, the transition potential is 0.76 volt, and that is at the 25 degree Celsius. Here it's, you can see here, you can see here. Okay, and this is at the 25 degree Celsius. Okay, so this is what diphenylbenzidine, and this is also diphenylbenzidine violet. This is a colorless molecule. This is the colorless molecule, and this is a violet colored. Okay, now the low solubility in the water for the diphenylamine and diphenylbenzidine is a disadvantage and can be avoided by use of sulfonic acid derivative. Okay, the transition potential is then 0.85 volt. Okay, diphenylamine and diphenylbenzidine substances forms insoluble tungustate. They forms insoluble tungustate, which eliminates its use in presence of this element. Okay, so this is what the additional information regarding that indicator. Okay, so whatever means, if you are able to write down the few sentences about this indicator, that is more than enough for the examination. Okay, no need to write all the matter which is given in your textbook. Okay, whatever you understand regarding this, but at least you should write down 10 sentences. Okay, 5 to 10 sentences about this indicator. So here is more additional information. See, diphenylamine or preferably sodium diphenylbenzidine sulfonate. Preferably sodium diphenylbenzidine sulfonate can be used in the titration of iron 2 by potassium dichromate. The respective transition potential are 0.76 volt to 0.85 volt, whereas the equivalence point potential is around 1.14 volt. The indicator would thus show the color shift appreciably before the equivalence point. Okay, and in order to use this indicator, titration between Fe2 plus and potassium dichromate are carried out in a medium which with sufficient 85% of phosphoric acid has been added. Okay, the presence of PO4 3- ion results in the formation of stable colorless ferric phosphate complex. Stable, colorless ferric phosphate complex, okay, which is considerably decrease the value of standard potential. Standard potential, okay, the equivalence point potential now coincides nearly with the that of the indicator. हे जी शिफ्ट होत होती ना या ठिकाणी, ही जी शिफ्ट होत होती ती शिफ्ट अवॉइड करण्यासाठी काय कसला यूज केलेला आहे? दे आर युजिंग फॉस्फरिक ऍसिड. and what is the percent? It's 85% phosphoric acid they are using to get the accurate end point, to get the accurate end point. Okay, we are shifting this potential to the range of indicator. What is the range of indicator? It's a 0.76 to 0.85 volt. Okay, so this is what our diphenylamine indicator. Okay, so it's a different form are used for the convenience purpose. Okay, so now see the ferroin indicator. Ferroin indicator, this is we are using in practice actually in chemistry laboratory. See what is a ferroin? You know this molecule. Okay, you might have been seen somewhere else, but if not seen, see here 110 phenanthrolene. 110 phenanthrolene, okay, or orthophenanthralenes, okay, are capable of forming intensely colored compound, okay, and that they are highly stable complex with the Fe2 plus ion. okay, हा मॉलिक्यूल बघा या इथे Fe सेंटरला येतो आणि ह्या साइडने एक मॉलिक्यूल, त्याच्यानंतर हे तीन मॉलिक्यूल आहे ना, आता मी दाखवतो. इथे एक मॉलिक्यूल येतो आणि इथे एक मॉलिक्यूल येतो आणि ह्या तीन बाजूंनी त्याला काय करतात? होल्ड करतात. आणि किती नायट्रोजन आहे? सर्व नायट्रोजन त्याला इलेक्ट्रॉन डोनेट करतात आणि त्या आयर्नला पकडतात. बघा या इथे जर बघितलं तुम्ही है ना, तीन बाजूने तीन मॉलिक्यूल आलेले आहे आणि Fe2+ ला त्यांनी काय केलंय? होल्ड केलेला आहे बाय डोनेटिंग इलेक्ट्रॉन पेअर. ओके, दिस इज व्हाट, this is the tentative bond you can say. Okay, and Fe2+ as it is over here, whole complex carries 2+ charge. Okay, so this complex is called as a ferroin. This is what the ferroin indicator, and which you are using as an indicator. Okay, so see here it is blue in color. It is blue in color when it undergoes, it takes the electron, so it undergoes reduction. In reduced form, it is a red in color. It is a red in color. Okay, in oxidized form, it's pale blue, and in reduced form, it is red in color. And this different color are helpful for us to use this as an indicator for the redox titration. Redox titration. What is the potential corresponds to the equivalence point is of 1.28 to 0.931 volt. Okay, this is the transition potential, you can say, or standard potential for the indicator to show it's a change in color. To show it's a change in color. Okay, so this is what the indicator concentration in the solution at the equivalence point is approximately 1 into 10⁻⁻5 molar. So 0. Okay, 10203040. Okay, into here it is, you can say here it is a 1, not into, it's a 1. Okay, 0.0001. This much is the concentration. Okay, so that is more than enough to show the change in color. Okay, so this is what about the two indicator. 101% there will be the question on this point. Okay, the ferroin indicator and the see where it is now, diphenylamine, that is ferroin indicator, and here it is not like this. Okay, it's not a ferroin, they have some problem over here. Okay, see this is a ferroin indicator. Okay, this is a ferroin indicator, they have made some mistake over there. Okay, see these two are the different one. This is a orthophenanthralene. Okay, orthophenanthralene. Okay, they printing mistake as it is ठिकाणी आलेली आहे त्यांची. So let it be, don't worry about that. Such a many printing mistakes are there. So this is all about the indicators. This is all about the indicators. Okay, so and this is what the theory. This is what the theory, how indicator changes its color, what things are taking place, what is in the oxidized form, how when the reduced form will show the color. and when oxidized form will show the color. Okay, the concentration of reduced form should be 10 times greater to show its own color, means reduced form color. And for oxidized form to show its color, its concentration should be 10 times more than that of reduced form concentration of that particular indicator. Okay, so this is enough for this lecture. Remaining we'll see in the next lecture. Thank you.